zebra is still on the loose in Rutherford County. Look at that.
Zebra pops up out of nowhere, and we had to do a double take. Like, is that a zebra?
Oh, good song.
Perfect.
Sky O'Brien and Sarah Mix 101.5. This is a true story. There is an escaped zebra running wild, having itself the greatest moment of its life in Tennessee.
Or the most confused moment
Very
of its life.
confused moment, yes, rather.
Where am I?
So I guess you can have a zebra as a pet in Tennessee. They caution against it, but I guess it's legal. Welcome to life in Tennessee. They got it on Friday night, and it escaped the very next day.
First of all, how do you just get a zebra? How do you?
I think if you look for a zebra, you'll probably find it.
Are they on Marketplace?
Except for when you're actually searching for a zebra.
Are they on Craigslist?
Clearly, you can't find it.
Sorry,
Brian,
just or do you find zebras? Or was it in a box on the side of the road?
Brian, I'm glad that you asked.
He got the pet from a breeder in Texas. He brought him home Friday and reported him missing Saturday. The owner says he thinks his cattle may have stomped the fence or a neighbor messed with it.
Is that not unbelievable? You are so excited to get this zebra. You get it back that night, and then the very next day, it's gone.
I
Find a
think
nickel.
they really needed to get the guy saying, well, my neighbor messed with my fence. I just think that's how it got out, because clearly it isn't me.
Wouldn't you just love to be sitting at their dinner table? Like daughter chimes in, Dad lost his zebra. Can you believe it? Oh, hold on, I got to text Carl.
They haven't sat at the dinner table since it's been gone.
Can
They've been
you?
in their car.
Can you imagine driving down the road and looking to your left or right? Is that a zebra? Actually it is.
I was shocked for sure, but also in awe, to be that close to, this big animal like that. So I was definitely amazed by it and a little bit scared for it as well.
This just reminded me of the time I was driving with my friend in the back roads in North Carolina. I mean, it was nothing but fields, like tobacco field. So I'm looking out the window and it's like tobacco field, ostrich, tobacco field. I rode past a giant ostrich. It was right on the side of the road. Apparently there are emu farms in North Carolina, so it must have been an emu. This bird was massive. Very bizarre. I totally forgot about that until this moment.
Listen, there are some times we are driving down the road and it's like, what am I looking at right now? This makes no sense, but it's actually here.
Yep.
And I'm looking at it right in front of me here in North Carolina. Have you ever seen something, not like a zebra, but driving down?
Or an ostrich?
I'll give you a second to think about it.
There's one time I was at a stoplight. This was back in the day when I was single. I was Tinder swiping. 4:30 in the morning. I was on my way to the morning show when we were in
Never
Indianapolis.
too early to Tinder swipe.
Come on. Just catching up on the morning news.
Who showed up overnight? Who was sad right before they went to bed and posted?
Yes, exactly. I was Tinder swiping, so my head is down. Then all of a sudden, I feel and hear, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. There's a high-speed chase happening.
Oh!
I completely missed it because I was Tinder swiping at the stoplight, and then right
I
past
tell my
me.
son, look up from your phone. The whole world is happening around you.
I completely forgot that happened to you. Man, that's funny. You and I have both found ourselves in the middle of a high-speed chase. There was one time I was driving back, also when we still lived in Indiana, and I heard all these police cars. I'm like, what is going on?
Oh, dude, I remember
And then all of a
this.
sudden, the car they were going after swerves around me at like 80 miles per hour on this road that you're supposed to be going like
No.
30 on.
Scary.
Then all of a sudden, all the cops are going around me, and I'm like, wow, that was pretty amazing. Wanted an adrenaline rush.
Well, dude, how about when the cops all of a sudden were in your neighborhood in Indy?
Oh,
You
yeah,
go,
in the pond across the street from your house.
Oh, they're here. Oh, they're in. Oh, my God, they're in my pond. And they were chasing a suspect who had jumped into the pond.
Indiana sounds exciting.
Yeah, well,
You get a lot of fun with those flat roads.
Yeah, methamphetamines, they really do good work.
well, the finances I had at the time, that's where I lived. And where I lived had all the exciting things happening around me, Sarah. The best way I
Move
can
out
put
to the
it.
country, you get zebras and emus.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, truly. But yeah, there was one time what Brian's referencing. Quick side note that now that you mentioned it, I'm like, why do I hear a helicopter above my house? Why do I see flashing lights right in front of my house? Why do I see a cop with his gun drawn pretty much right in front of my driveway?
Oh, no.
What is happening? And it's because there are these guys that crashed their car into the retention pond, and they were trying to swim across it right in front of my house. Good times.
That's correct. I can just see you like looking through the blinds, like on your knees, so they don't see you really looking super hard. And you're just like, okay, oh, look, they got the guns out. Oh my God.
So this conversation now has turned into a two-parter. Thanks, Brian. It could be what you witnessed on the roads or that experience that you found yourself in the middle of, and you're like, how did I get here? This gets escalated quickly. 919-860-1015. It's Kyle, Brian, and Sarah on Mix. Also, before I move on, wanted to add, it was also weird because there were cops looking for the suspects in my neighborhood for a little bit after that because
Woof. No.
Oh, I just had this other random thought. I was in my backyard and I was looking to see what was going on. Then all of a sudden, I had my head poked above my fence.
Like neighbor Kyle.
Yeah, Wilson. Like Wilson. And then the spotlight hit my face.
Oh, no.
I'm like, no, I live here. I'm not the suspect. Not the suspect. With us right now, good morning, Kelly. Did you witness something crazy like that zebra running wild in Tennessee, or did you find yourself in the middle of that crazy experience that we were talking about a second ago?
It's kind of both, and it was in Tennessee, called Henderson, just above Nashville, and we lived across the street from a organic or exotic animal dealer. And so it was quite frequent that we saw zebras and ostriches and giraffes and elephants over in his, little field over there. And one of the times his ostrich did get loose.
Maybe it's the one that I saw.
Watching the guy chase that was quite humorous.
I bet.
But it did make you rub your eyes a little bit going, I'm in Tennessee. Am I really seeing what I think I'm seeing?
Ostriches run up to 43 miles per hour.
I really
Whoa.
hope
Yes,
you had
yes.
the presence of mind to put on the Benny Hill theme song at that moment.
No, the kids were small. There was no time for
Oh, man, that's
it
so
was
funny.
probably playing in my head.
I'm
but
sure.
no.
Is there more to this, Kelly, or was it just about the guy that you saw running after the ostrich?
That
was
and
it.
how he finally caught it. It
is
was down
amazing.
the road. We didn't see it, but when he's walking it back, he had one hand on its wing, kind of holding it out, and then one hand on its head, holding it down to control it.
Oh,
Yes.
my God.
And that was kind of a oh my God moment. I did not know that's what they did.
Walking the mile.
Who knew that's how you
Walking the mile.
That's how you control an
Yeah,
ostrich.
I was wondering the
exactly.
same thing.
The Usain
I
Bolt of
didn't.
ostrich wranglers. Kelly, thank you for calling. You have a good day. What an experience that you saw.
Thank you. Y'all have a good day
Bye,
too.
Kelly.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Coming up in 3 minutes, the College of Hollywood Knowledge, Sarah versus Jennifer in Rocky Mount. It's about to go down.